All right, here we are live. This one is going to be a little different. We're going to give a little more background information on what it takes to run this career in NeoFly. And I was just grabbing a new thumbnail here. This is our TBM 930 that we are in. This is the hangar. So everything looks good. It's very neat that it's a little interactive. We got the doors opening and closing. Ooh, that sun is peeking in. We got some workers hanging out in the hangar. But nonetheless, we're going to go back here. And we're going to do a couple things. So, all right, number one, let's go into NeoFly. So we currently sit at 2.9, almost 3 million in cash. We have already purchased the standard hangar, the office, the maintenance building, the fuel station, the parking, the asphalt, the lights for the asphalt runway. And we're going to be doing a medium runway. Large one's very hard to plot, I heard, so we're just going to go with the medium. I'm not exactly sure how long that runway is. And then we also have a helipad. So all that together, 880,000. We look at our hangar here. I got myself in the TBM 930 that we are renting. We own the 172, the Cessna 172. Casper's flying that one. He's on the ground right now, but we'll put him up in the air in just a moment. And Berlin's flying the X-Cub, and Snoop is, I guess, currently in the DA-62, but we're going to change that in 1 second. And the PC-6 for Hurricane. So, what are we going to do here? So we're at me. I'm going to add some fuel to this. So that's going to cost 1,273. And then we're going to go to a job. And we're going to go this, we have by 12:16 p.m. tomorrow to complete this job. It's a passenger job to Cut Bank International. That's in Montana. So we are going to accept that job. So now when we go to the hangar, oh, maybe that wasn't us. Who was that? Let's go here. I thought that was us. Boop, boop. Yeah, 2 passengers to CBTV. Alright, let's accept that. Go back to the hangar. Alright, now it's there for some reason. Alright, so we got that. And make sure that it didn't go into somebody else. Alright, so we accepted the job. It's only 48 nautical miles. We're going to get a measly 8,000 for it, but I wanted to keep the trip short because we're going to do all these other updates kind of live. So the first one that I want to do is Snoop. So she is sitting at 6 OR2. And if we go to 6 OR2 and we look for the CJ24, six OR2. There is no Cessna 172 there. Alright, that's alright. We will do We'll do it from my airport. I don't think we're too far away. Let's find out where... I'm in Canada by Montana. And Snoop is in Oregon. So it won't take too much to transport that plane, I don't think. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to look for it here. We're going to look to rent one for... This one has 50% gas in it, 92 and 96 for the hull and engine respectively for their condition. Deposit's going to be 784,000. This one 94, 96% for 900. So this one seems like a good deal. Alright, so yeah, we'll do this one. So we're going to rent this plane. So, boom, we're going to watch our money. Oh, nice. The deposit says 534. Just cancel that. I thought it was going to be more than that. Alright, we'll look at the funds and everything because it says 784,000. So we'll rent that. Our money drops. It's in. So we are going to Snoop. We're going to get her out of the plane there. We're going to click on this plane. We're going to return your rented aircraft. So we're going to get our deposit back for that. So that goes up. So now Snoop does not have an airplane. So we need to send her to Z-Car if we can. Nice. And it's only going to cost $3,409 to move her. So now we can go back to the hangar. Put Snoop in the CJ4. And my goal for this... Alright, we got 50% fuel for that. Let's see if that's enough to find her a VIP job. If not, we will add some fuel to the tank as well. We got VIP selected. So now the ones with the stars here and the ones with the first officer logo, this one is a cadet, they're going to be worth a lot more money. So that was the end goal here, was to be able to get her into a business corporate jet so that we can run some VIP stuff so that we can earn some more money. So we're going to go ahead and accept this $60,000 or $70,000 job. So we're going to send her from Z-Car to VNBW, 330 nautical mile trip for 70,000. They just have to make sure that they don't pitch greater than 31%, and they're going to be carrying 6 passengers. So we're going to accept this job for Snoop, and we're going to get her airborne. Oh, you need a co-pilot for that. Alright. Plane with MTOW greater than that needs a co-pilot. Alright. So we're going to go here. We're going to do a couple of things. One, we are going to hire a couple of flight attendants for her. We'll do one flight attendant. So Cleo, we'll hire $650. Then we're going to go to AI pilots, or pilots here. So we got to hire a co-pilot. So the co-pilot, we're going to do this guy. Or should we do Razor? No. Here you go. We'll do iced tea. That sounds good. $800 a day. So now we got iced tea. So we need to move all of them to Z-Car. So 3409 to Z-Car to move the flight attendant. We're going to go to pilots. Pilots that we own, or we employ, we'll rather say. Ice-T, we are going to move to Z-Car. 3,400. We're going to go back to the hangar. And we got a crew here. So Cleo, we're going to add co-pilot. How do we add a co-pilot? I was thinking if we hired another pilot, we would be able to drop him in. We did hire him, right? Yeah, we hired Ice-T. Oh, maybe we didn't move him yet. Alright, so we gotta go here. No, he is that Z-Car. Fire that pilot, new certification. Let's go to the hangar. Oh, I see. I think I know. He's not qualified to fly this plane. What are your qualifications, sir? He's second officer. Alright, so we gotta fire him. That's our bad. Sorry, Ice-T. I think we gotta get rid of you. Alright. So we removed them from the staff. We'll try again here. I think we got to get somebody who's qualified to fly that plane. Is that the case? Yeah, so that is... Yeah, we need somebody that's E-certified. That makes sense. That was my bad. Alright, so we need somebody E-certified to fly that plane. So we're looking at Hyde, Gucci, Glory, Caterpillar. Alright, we'll go Gucci. He looks cool. He is E-certified. So it's just going to cost us a little more money. $1,800 a day. We'll hire you. And then now we need to move you. So Caesar. Or C-Car. Z-Car. There you go. We can do it. Alright, so now if we go to the hangar, there you go. We had Snoop is going to be the pilot. Gucci is going to be the co-pilot. Now we figured it out, ladies and gentlemen. We are learning this on the go. Alright, so now can we take off? Now they are in the air. So Snoopy now has the co-pilot of Gucci with the flight attendant of Cleo. And we're going to be trying to get her to run some VIP jobs to earn us some of that bigger money. Alright, sweet. So that works out. What else are we going to do here? I accepted the job already. So Snoop got her promotion. She has a co-pilot. And she is doing her thing. So she's earning her wings there. Alright, so now for me, I need to set my flight plan for CEA 6. So we're going to move this over. And we're going to go here. So this is Little Navmap. We're going to go to CEA 6. We're going to set that as our departure. We're going to get rid of these waypoints. And we're going to go to KCTB. We're going to set that as our destination. We're going to select our departure runway of 23. We're going to do... So this runway sits at 5,000, so we're going to land into runway number 14. Should give us plenty of time there. We're also going to add a little waypoint there. So now... Oh yeah, the other thing we got to do, what plane do we have? Alright, we got the TBA 930 for our airplane. So we are good to export that. Starting position, we'll just start on runway number 23. We won't do the taxiway because this is already becoming lengthy and I just wanted to be a short trip, give a quick update how to, but that's how you would select where you want to start off. You would pick a gate. And you can always zoom in here to find your parking numbers. Alright, so we got that. We got that exported. We're going to go to here. We're going to load up that flight plan. And we are in the TBA 930. So if we hit fly, it should load.
Welcome back, Captain. It looks like the weather is perfect for flying. Good day, pilot. We have a lot of excited passengers ready to board today. Let me know when you are ready for them. Pilot from dispatch. Boarding passenger. Please stand by. Transporter from dispatch. Everyone is on board. Let's go. You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Alright, so we now have 5 pilots under our employment. And 3 flight attendants. And we got a whole bunch of stuff to do for Neo or for the home base. Alright, so we're gonna go in here. We're gonna adjust the weather. Well, I don't think we have to adjust the weather just yet. But we're gonna go to our flight plan off to the side here. Which direction are we going in? We can say we're going to announce takeoff from the south. Or to the south. Turn on our light. We're going to remove this for a second. Make sure everything is on, good to go. Parking brake is set to on right now. We are on runway number 23. We're facing in the right direction, so that is good to go there. And our cruising altitude, I think we're going to set to... We left it at 5,000, but that's going to be a little too low. So we're going to actually adjust that in the plane to 6,000. All right, so we are good to go here. Flaps are down. So we're going to move the flaps up. Turn our yoke back on. Actually, we got to turn that off because we got to get to the parking brake. Alright, so we're going to increase throttle here, reduce the parking brake, and get this thing in the air. Alright, so we got our autopilot on, GPS, and we are in FLC mode, so everything is good to go there. We pull over Little Navmap, and there is our plane coming in for a landing over at KCTB, runway number 14, and we got about 15 nautical miles for our, so our regular descent is 5 miles, but we added a few over here to accommodate for the speed of this thing. Alright, we're going to turn our landing light on in preparation already. Just kind of curious what time of day it is. Alright, let's adjust the time of the day a little bit, and we'll get a nice little sunrise flight going on here. Our gear is still down. We can lift that up. Got a little rain off in the distance there, but we're not going nearly that far. Ooh, we got our blinders on. Do we need those on? Strobe lights? Nope, that's... The pulse lights were cool, I remember that. Apparently they're not operating there. Alright, so we'll leave that go. Yeah, it's a nice little sunrise here. Let's see what we got. We got 42 nautical miles to go. 14 minutes. This thing is gonna hop to us in no time. What is our cruise speed here? 215 nautical miles. Or 216 knots, I'm sorry. And that's because we're only 85%. We bumped that up 92%. And should be able to go a little faster than that. We were kind of averaging around 220 something. There you go. 220. 221. So that is basically the full preparation that goes into planning a flight, giving the flight or giving our AI pilots a promotion, getting them into new planes, transporting them, getting everything lined up, and yeah, I mean, the other thing that I've been doing was I've been logging that stuff into an Excel spreadsheet and creating pivot tables for them. So that's my little attribute to it. So I'll do that after this flight. I won't bore you guys with spreadsheets. Unless you want to, leave a comment in that thing if you want a tutorial on how to update the spreadsheet. Alright, so we are going to cruise at almost top speed until we hit our waypoint, which is set for, we'll see it come up here. The other thing I've been playing around with here is these screens are interactive. Alright, so the next waypoint is 13 miles away. And we're cruising at 225. So we're going to be there in no time. Oh no, that's the top of the descent. We're going to be at the waypoint well before that. Alright, we're getting relatively close. And it's going to take some time to slow this thing down. So we're going to go ahead and pull this back to about 35%. We're going to watch our speed drop. We're going to look for the white arc. See if we got to drop it some more. Sound check is looking good on the thing. I never know with my mic if it's gonna act a little goofy. Try to check it every once in a while. Alright, we're slowing down on our speed decline. So we're gonna have to bring this back down even more. Let's go 23%. There's the white arc at 125. Once it hits that, that means it's safe to deploy flaps. So 125, or else you risk doing damage to them. So we're going to deploy flaps. We're going to increase our speed a little bit so that we maintain, because the flaps will introduce some more drag to the plane. Alright, we are right at the top of the white arc, so there you go. So it looks like 32.6% thrust with 10-degree flaps is good to keep us in the white arc. So we're not looking to damage our plane. We're just in time to hit our waypoint. So that one works out. We got the sunrise coming up. So there's the 10-degree flap. We got a nice sunrise here. Going to, we're in Montana. Excuse me. Alright, I only got a sip of coffee left. So we'll go ahead and use that to get rid of our cough. Alright, so we're hitting our turn here. With it being semi dark out, we might be able to see the lights on the runway. So we are going to KCTB. We're going to turn traffic on. We're going to select runway number 14. And we're going to announce our full stop landing. And we'll call this our final.
Kilo Charlie Tango Bravo traffic Tower Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is on final runway 14 to land.
It's really not our final, but that's alright. We're close enough. We're 13.8 nautical miles away, and it's pretty much a straight shot. So wind right now is 36 knots, hitting us from the side, hitting us from the right side. So we got the wind coming this way. So with that, I'm thinking that, yeah, that might be our runway here. We are lined up with a runway, but because of the wind, it's facing us the other way. So this is going to be a tough landing. So, alright, let's see. So we're sitting at about 6,000 feet. We need to get down to 3,800. So we're going to start with 4,800. We're going to turn FLC mode on. We're going to drop this down to 20%. We're going to increase our vertical speed adjustment. Let's see if the wind drops down a little bit as we get lower in elevation. It's already at 31, 30. Alright, so that is doing good. So we're at 5,000 feet. We're going to go ahead and hit our landing gear down. Our landing lights are on. Wind dropped down to 23. Speed is dropping a little bit more, so we're going to increase our throttle. Alright, so we are 7 nautical miles away. Our airport is over there. So we're going to go ahead and turn our autopilot off as we fly into this crazy wind. So wish me luck here. We're going to do a check. Wheels are down. And we'll go ahead and line up with that runway. Yeah, so we're gonna have to adjust for that wind. So very dangerous landing here. We can't go right at the airport because it's gonna drift us to the left because that wind is hitting us to the right. So probably one of the more dangerous landings here for us. So we're gonna have to aim to the right of the runway unless that wind dies down a lot. We're gonna have to come in sideways here, and then right at the last second we will pitch it to the or we'll turn it to the end of the runway, touch down, hit reverse thruster. Yeah, that wind is getting stronger. So we're coming in sideways. Basically going, it's crazy how you go sideways to go straight. We're actually going to bank a little harder because we're adjusting to this runway a lot different for sure. Yeah, wind's still picking up, so it's a windy day here. So we can't go right at the runway. So we're fighting the wind. But it'll line up. You just gotta adjust for it. Gonna reduce our throttle a little bit. There you go. Now we'll line up to the runway. There's those reverse thrusters. And we'll hit our brakes. We'll get rid of that reverse thrust so we don't start going backwards. So that is a nice smooth landing. Let's kind of see what we did there. I'm kind of curious. If we go to the log, that was yeah, we still got to taxi to parking. All right. So we can't see our landing stats just yet, but we will before we go here. Alright, so we're going to head over to the parking. And for this, I go refer back to our nav map. We are currently going down runway number 32. We're going to take taxiway B to the parking. Go a little slower on the taxi there. Alright, it's a tight taxiway turn. More than a 90-degree angle. Alright, so we are now on taxiway B. Enjoying the sunrise in Montana. Go ahead and take a look at this airport. We'll go ahead and go in. We still got our landing lights on. We could turn our taxi lights on. Yeah, I think I like the exterior mode here. Alright, so general parking is down here. We'll take this spot at the end with this guy. All right. So parking brake is set. We're going to cut our fuel supply.
Transporter. Disembarking of passengers can begin.
Now we can check our flight log. So that landing over KCTB, minus 113. Smooth landing for a windy day, so we'll take it. Alright, so we're going to cut this thing off here.
Transporter. Disembarking finished. Have a nice day. Ready for engine start.
Alright, so that's it. So appreciate you tuning in. That was the sort of full scope of you know, what goes into a little NeoFlight career or career mission and managing the people in there. So we got our pilots, we got our, let's kind of check on Snoop and see what she's doing while we're here. That's what I was going to do, but I kind of figured, I don't know, I was going to hang up on the video, but I figure why not? Well, we can show it. So we'll go back to our pilots here. It looks like Hurricane Berlin has landed. They are no longer in flight. Snoop is currently at cruise speed. And Gucci is the co-pilot. So we'll check on Snoop on the map. They have an estimated time of arrival of 8:15 a.m. So that's about a half hour from now. And yeah, so their health is doing good. Hurricane's health is a little low, so we'll keep her grounded. Berlin, we'll go ahead and find a new flight for him. He can go a little longer. Casper definitely needs to get up in the air because he's on our short list. So, yeah, so appreciate you tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. We'll have some more missions going, as well as our bush trip that we're planning out this weekend. So we completed the in-game Yosemite trip there, 25 legs. We completed the Tokyo trip, which was 10 legs. And we completed the Florida Keys one. So that one was pretty quick. Now we're planning the Hawaii one. This one, the first 2 legs are going to be a little long, but there was no way around it. Hit all the destinations, so we're just going to make 2 long videos on that one. And then as we island hop here, over from these islands over down to Hana, it looks like we are keeping it under an hour long, hopefully. And we'll go. Lots of beautiful scenery here. I got a connection to Hawaii that I went and visited there, pretty close to here actually, Lahaina. And so this one should be fun. I'm gonna have a blast doing this one. Hopefully you guys will have a blast watching this one. And the other thing that we're gonna do along with that, of course, is have the Bush Talk radio going to point out some highlights of the trip and some history lessons. So we got a lot going on. So appreciate it tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.